Hi, welcome back to Anime Chaos. We're a disaster. It's fine.
Yeah, hi. So today, what are we talking about?
Today we are talking about Naruto. You actually had some thoughts specifically on why you thought Naruto should have become a villain at some point.
If he would have been a villain, it's more like it.
And if he had been a villain or had transitioned into being a villain based off of his past and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got some very good, pertinent information that will help to back things up. And it's going to piss you off a little bit.
Okay.
I think you're going to rant, you're going to rave, you're going to be a little over it.
Okay.
But I have information, and I wrote it down. All right.
I'm sorry, that felt very much like Blue's Clues with you doing that. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're fine. All right. Did you know that Naruto is related to 4 of the Hokage? He is related to 4 of the Hokage.
Isn't there 4 on the wall? How many is on the wall?
He's the 7th.
Dad, though.
His dad is the 4th. But he is related to 4 of the Hokage. And I will explain it. Going back in time to, and this has all been established in the show, mind you. We've seen it in episodes and flashback episodes and all that. The village hidden in the leaves was established by the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Mm-hmm. The Senju clan is the clan that produced the first Hokage. And he had a brother who became the second Hokage after the first Hokage stepped down. Okay? Follow me so far?
So far.
Okay. The Uzumaki clan established their own village. However, that village failed, and they moved in to the village hidden in the leaves. And this was back in early days, so this was a point where they had become the 3rd most powerful clan in the village. The first most powerful was the Senju clan, since they were the ones that rose to the Hokage first. The second being the Uchiha clan. And then you have the 3rd clan, which was the Uzumaki clan. In order to show political benefits, ties, so forth and so on, a clan member of the Uzumaki clan by the name of Mito married the first Hokage, officially binding the Senju clan and the Uzumaki clan together by blood. Okay? Okay. So, with that, the 5th Hokage is the granddaughter of the first Hokage. Okay. Mito, at least as far as I could tell with my research and going back, is related to Naruto's mother as a great aunt or a great great aunt. Okay? That makes the 5th Hokage and Naruto distant cousins, like 3rd, 4th cousins.
Okay.
Not super duper closely related, but related enough that they are blood relatives. Okay? On top of that, of course, his father was the 4th Hokage. So you have Naruto related to the 1st Hokage by blood, the 2nd Hokage by blood, the 5th Hokage by blood, the 4th Hokage by blood, and then on top of that, he was raised under the 3rd Hokage, and his 6th Hokage, Kakashi, was his mentor, sensei, all that. So, altogether, Naruto as the 7th Hokage has been influenced and is related, either distant or directly, to
4 of them.
4 of them.
One being the founder.
One of them being the founder. All together, meaning that he has had influence from all of the 6 previous Hokage in his life. And then we get to where we are from the start of the show.
Burn the village down and start from the beginning.
You see why I told you that this would make you kind of angry?
Yeah, because usually I stand by what I said, and what I said was burn it to the ground. Village hidden in the leaf. You were not hidden. You were wide open. You were in a glass house because everybody knew where you were. It said hidden leaf. It should have been hard to find you unless you had a guide to get you there. But everybody and their mother knew how to get there. Some way, some form of fashion. It should have been like one of those, I don't know if they did or not because it's been a while since I watched Naruto.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a little while.
I don't know if it's one of those, like, once you left the village, unless you knew how to get back in there. Kind of like, you know, in Harry Potter when they had the what's it called? The Phileas, like only a secret keeper.
Yes.
Unless they had something like that going on, to where like if you knew where it was, then you knew.
Basically, kind of like we'll blindfold you and we'll get you there so that you don't know where it's directly located, and then after you leave, we'll take you back to where we met up with you.
Somewhere like something like that, or that, or like once you know the location, you can always find it. Yeah. Like you're you become part of it. Or the minute you walk out of our perimeter, where am I? Right? Like you just forget everything, that like the location. Helpful. Maybe not the people, but you at least forget how to get there. Situation. Yeah, like you forget how to get there. Something. Yeah. You get turned around something. But it's called Hidden Leaf. Your name is a lie. Because everybody knew how to pull up, and they pulled up so much.
They were all lies because you had the village hidden in the leaves, the village hidden in the sand, the village hidden in the waterfalls.
Just take hiding out. You live in trees, that's why you're the leaf. You live in a desert, that's why you're in the desert. You live near You get what I'm saying? Take the hidden out, because none of y'all was hiding. Everyone was just pulling up to y'all's location. I don't understand. Y'all were just trying to be cool and emo, but it wasn't really working out for you.
And on top of that, I was thinking about this as I was doing this research. By my calculations, there is no way that this village has stood for more than maximum 120 years. Maximum. The village hidden in the leaves.
Why? Because it kept getting destroyed so many times?
They're on their 7th Hokage. The first one, just judging by the way he looked, he couldn't have ruled as Hokage for more than 10 years before he passed it on to his brother. I don't remember what they said. I know that a lot of timestamps were actually directly in the show to help, but I just don't remember. Then the 2nd Hokage passed it on to the 3rd Hokage when the 3rd Hokage was like 40. Okay. And then he passed it on like 20 years later. So after like 20 years of the 2nd Hokage ruling, the 3rd Hokage came in. Then the 3rd Hokage passed it on to the 4th Hokage. 4th Hokage died. So the 3rd Hokage took back over and died in his 70s when he fought Orochimaru during that invasion. Okay. Then we move on to the 5th Hokage, who only ruled for like maximum 5 years before winding up in a coma. The 6th Hokage didn't want it.
I wouldn't want it.
So he only technically ruled as Hokage.
So someone else got it.
Well, after Naruto had been a huge help in the Fourth Shinobi World War, that's when Kakashi and everyone else agreed to just name him as the 7th Hokage up and coming, but because he was still fairly young and had some stuff going on where he was now in a loving relationship starting with Hinata. Mm-hmm. They're like, I'm going to rule for until you're at a point settled in your new life now, and then you'll take over. And that's why when he was officially inducted as the 7th Hokage, Boruto was already like 6 and Himawari was like 3. Mm-hmm. It's like, you settled into your new life now at this point. Your son's going into being a ninja in his own right.
You were able to be in your kids' lives long enough to, okay, now get what you always wanted, which was this position. Why would you want that position? Because clearly nobody else wanted it.
And then technically there is a reserve, if you will, for the 8th Hokage, because in the manga, at a certain point, Naruto and Hinata go missing due to some kind of an event. I don't know. I haven't read it. I couldn't be bothered to even watch Boruto enough to care. But I kept up enough to know that Shikamaru, because he was named as Naruto's advisor, understandably so, was named the 8th Hokage in reserve should Naruto not return, because it was presumed that he may be dead. But then he did return, so he didn't have to worry about taking up that position.
It's like a vice president.
Yeah, exactly. Vice presidential role for Shikamaru.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, but at the same time, Shikamaru would have never wanted that, because you know how lazy he was through the show.
Bare minimum, but
a genius.
When he showed up, he showed out.
Because he's a genius.
Yeah, that's the thing about him. He was like, I don't really care. I don't want to do nothing. But if I have to care, if I have to do something,
I'm going to do the damn thing.
Exactly. I'm going to do it, and you're going to regret I ever did.
Or like when Asuma was killed, then
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gave him a reason, like really to be like, oh, I'm about to get you. They had to kill that man for the plot, because what's the reason?
I hated that, honestly.
What was the reason?
He did not need to die. I'm sorry. Especially since he was about to be a father. He did not need to die.
It's the same thing that happened in, what was it, Full Metal Alchemist, when the one guy got killed in the phone booth. What was his name?
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Mace.
And he got revenge on him. He blazed his ass. That was the best scene ever.
Yes. Oh, that was delightful.
Oh, I loved it. Wasn't he related also to the main character?
I
The one that
don't
could shapeshift.
know.
I think at some point they said that they were related.
I have no idea.
But since he shapeshifted his body so much, he didn't even remember what he originally looked like. I remember. I'm sorry.
You're talking about
what's his name? Jinx or something?
no,
You know who I am.
the
talking
one
about, right?
the one who could shapeshift.
Yeah.
Not greed. Envy.
Envy. Yeah.
Envy.
Envy. What did I say?
Jinx.
Jinx.
which I'm trying to think of what character Jinx would be in that regard. Not the Pokemon.
No, but yeah, Envy.
Envy, yeah, that makes sense. Well, Envy was also very like androgynous because of that. Like, did not know what they were.
Because sometimes like they didn't know, they couldn't remember what their original form was, so that's why they just picked the one that they liked, which was that one.
Which is just kind of right there in between on the female male spectrum.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there was an episode where they mentioned that they were related to. I don't even remember the name of the original the dudes.
Alphonse and
the brother, the other one.
Yeah.
I don't know why I want to say Edward. That's not the same.
Edward.
It is Edward?
Edward and Alphonse. Thank you.
Okay.
Edward was the short one. Alphonse was the one trapped in armor.
Edward had little man syndrome, okay? But he had heart. He had heart. But I'm pretty sure, unless you're just saying that to mess with him, that they said they were related. He could have just said it to mess with him.
He really could have, but it also could very well be possible.
True. But I mean, it's giving those vibes. Yeah. Like, you didn't have to kill him to do that. Like, especially he just became but you know what? You effed around and found out, and I love that. I love that for you.
Yeah.
I love that he came and showed up and showed out. But,
right. And then the immortal character just wound up chopped into pieces and buried because he couldn't actually die.
Yeah.
So he actually wasn't able to be revived either because he was dead, I think. Or he wasn't dead.
He was not dead.
He couldn't be dead.
No, his pieces were just,
buried in a hole.
Yeah. Not to be put together again. Deservingly.
Yeah. Very deservingly.
Imagine that he's still, you know what?
We've gotten so off topic. Let's get back on focus. Naruto should have been a villain.
He should have been. He should have been a villain because at this point in time, it's like, you've already said that he's literally the founder. The founder is granddaddy, right? The founder.
Some kind of grandfather, parent, or uncle, something.
I built this village off my back. And then my generation after generation after generations, right?
Yep.
But not knowing that, just dad, who we learn is the fourth one.
Which, I mean, come on, they looked the exact same. Who's that oblivious?
How many blonde and blue eyes? Like I'm saying, was there a spell put over this village and no one could remember that or something? Like
maybe there was a massive genjutsu over. I don't know.
Something had to happen.
That would have had to carry on for 13 plus years.
Because here's my take on it. The reason why I say that he should have been a villain is because dad is the fourth Hokage. How many blonde, blue-eyed people live in that village? One.
Not many.
Two. He sacrificed himself and his child's life by putting this demon
and his wife also sacrificed.
The whole family, to put this demon inside their kid.
Yep.
And hoping that it stayed and hoping that it didn't kill their kid in the process. You know what I'm saying? Like they sealed this demon inside their child. They didn't take a village child. They took their own child and did that. Right? Cool.
Not because they wanted to, but because they didn't have much of another choice.
But again, like I said, they could have picked somebody else in the village and they didn't. They literally took their own child. Yeah. They could have gone to the land of the free and pulled somebody else's child, but they didn't. They pulled their own and decided that since we cannot put this demon in an animal, we can't put it in a tree, we can't put it in a rock, we got to put it in a living, breathing being. And they chose their child to do so.
Yeah.
And the things he got for that was being ostracized by the entire village. And shunned, and then the third Hokage who knew about everything, who knew what was going on. You sitting him up there eating and drinking spoiled milk and food in this shabby, rundown.
Giving him the tiniest bit of an allowance for which to live off of as he grew up all by himself with no
rich.
parents.
His dad was the Hokage. He's rich. So you exploited him.
Yeah.
Not to mention, if he got too angry, the features of the fox would come out and the powers would seep out if he got angry. So you better be lucky he was just a happy-go-lucky person 90% of the time.
Well, we also learned that the third Hokage is the one that approved of and sent out Sasuke's brother to murder his entire clan. He's the one who set that into motion to begin with.
But then you made the brother the villain.
Yeah.
And this horrible... okay, before I get into that. You made the brother the villain.
Yep.
To kill his entire clan because they were about to do a coup on you because you right now in charge. So they were about to do a coup on you. Sasuke, y'all put him up in the penthouse, just living his life. Y'all put him up in a penthouse.
All because he was just a little bit older.
Blew up his ego. I'm not saying he wasn't strong, but blew up his ego. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Naruto, whose dad ran the village, ran it. You got him up there living in squatter. You got the entire clan hating on this man.
Yep.
Hating him. Nobody don't come near him. Don't get around him. As if he was a disease or something.
Right.
And then, mind you, if their personalities were reversed, if Sasuke's personality was switched with Naruto, that nine tail would have been out.
Yeah.
Early.
Oh, very much so.
That nine tail would have been out early. That village would have been desolated. And honestly, I wouldn't have felt bad.
No.
I wouldn't have felt bad. Sometimes you just got y'all use Naruto. For some reason, he wanted to be the Hokage, I think, and that's the only way that y'all would love and care for him.
Yeah.
Really?
You know, on top of that, the grandson of the third Hokage looked up to Naruto like a brother.
Mm-hmm.
So they were practically brothers, in addition to Naruto and Sasuke also acting like brothers to each other, just in a very different relationship. And of course, being that Asuma was the son of the third Hokage,
mm-hmm.
and the uncle to, that made Asuma basically like an uncle and a half in a way, or half uncle or whatever to Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
Just the family branching that went on in that series, that got gradually fleshed out, and it makes you angry when you think about it.
I was angry before I even needed to know any of that, just purely based on the fact that y'all planned with somebody.
The third Hokage screwed up so much. He planned things that demolished any chance for a normal life for some of these people. It's depressing when you think about it.
But then you play... Think of it as Dumbledore, right? Think of it like that. And what I'm saying is, you have all these little bits and bobs and pieces. You have this person do this thing, and then
he weaved a web of lies.
Yeah, it's for the greater good. We could have found another solution. This person here that we knew was about to be a problem to the entire society, instead of you treating him right and doing him right, you didn't.
Yeah.
You did not. And again, same thing. Mindset. If Harry decided to be on Voldemort time, y'all would have really been in trouble. Same thing with here. If Naruto would have decided to be on Sasuke time, y'all would have been in trouble. And I feel like he should have. He should have. I feel like he should have.
Yeah.
If he wasn't so loving and just happy-go-lucky, in a sense, like he never showed that he was hurting, because he was hurting. He never showed it. If he would have been on Sasuke's time, that little angsty little creature that he was, that fox would have been out and about and proud and happy, and everyone would have got it, because at that time the fox and Naruto wasn't cool, so he'd have killed Naruto too, because they didn't get friends until like Shippuden.
Yeah, it was like halfway through Shippuden that they finally got on equal terms and was like, all right, let's just agree to get along. And then they actually became genuine friends, and it took so long to get there. And
I feel like it probably would have been faster had had the entire village not ostracized him as they did, because he had
absolutely.
I feel like they could have gotten to that point to become friends a lot faster had he basically not had self-loathing, because that's literally what it was. He hated himself, something that he could not control. Mind you, he cannot control it. You people are taking out on a child.
A child, yes.
It's a child.
Of course, this is also in a world where 5-year-olds are becoming ninjas and reaching Chunin level at age 6 when they're truly prodigious. And it's just like, that's crazy that you've got children learning to kill at that age. But I guess in a world where it's kill or be killed, I guess it makes some sense.
Yeah, and a lot of them have a lot of the not everyone in the village is the ninja way. Not everyone. We have normal, regular civilians. So in my thought process was, if Naruto was a villain, maybe 4 people would survive. And I say maybe on the 4th one would survive.
Who would survive in that regard?
Let's see, the ramen noodle dude that fed him.
Yeah.
He would survive.
His daughter.
Yeah. Hinata, because even though Naruto didn't really notice her that much, she was still down for him.
She was the only one who fell in love with him from day one.
Like, she was the only one that wanted to be friends and be with him from day one, regardless of what anyone thought.
Yep.
And then what was the mentor's name? Kakashi?
Kakashi, yeah.
He's the maybe because Kakashi were his poor mentor half the time.
He didn't do a great job.
Yeah, and that's why I said he's a maybe. Because you get your head out of your books. Okay, you little perv. So that's maybe 4 people. And the power of friendship, that gets on my nerves. But Naruto, you the biggest plot hole for power of friendship. Okay.
Part of the reason why people don't really like Fairy Tail, because the power of friendship is so powerful. It's just like, but I like Fairy Tail. It's one of my favorite shows.
I do like Fairy Tail.
They do a good job with the power of friendship and still make these characters strong, but not overpowered, but sometimes overpowered. But it feels earned.
My thing is, you should have died, and the power of friendship brought you back. That's just plain stubbornness. I don't know about the power of friendship, but that was you just being stubborn.
Which one?
Naruto.
Naruto. Okay.
There's a lot of deaths that should have happened. Some deaths, like if we said earlier, was unnecessary. Okay, he did not have to go.
I think one thing I definitely noticed as the show got later and later on, you could definitely tell that like
the substance was going away.
Yeah, like there were a lot of more gruesome deaths in the earlier days, but then as you get later on, it's just like, okay, they died, but they have no wounds on their body.
Internal bleeding?
I don't know. They got stabbed and there was no bleeding.
Oh, censored. It got more
very censored. Very, very censored. Like, especially towards the end of Shippuden. I'm just like, but it's a show about ninjas. Come on, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Up the rating or whatever, but at least make it believable.
And do you know how long we've been watching you? We're growing up with this show. Up the ratings. Show us. We grew up with this show.
Yeah.
Same thing with One Piece, dang gummit. We grew up with this show. We're going to be old and gray and still watching this damn show because of One Piece.
Probably. Because it's never going to end.
It's not ending. Off topic.
Oh, we've been off topic the entire time.
But I've been trying to keep together.
We've been leaving it.
This one right here, off topic. If they end One Piece with a power of friendship bullshit, that's the One Piece, just friendship and connection.
Oh, there will be riots in the street.
I will lose my mind. I've not been watching this since the 90s. Felt like
it was 99.
Yeah, since the 90s till now to get a power of friendship, and that is the true meaning of the One Piece and freedom and all that.
And the thing of it is that there is no way in all of Earth that the author of One Piece does not know that his audience is not down for a power of friendship ending.
It better be something. What would it be? No, we're not going to get into that.
The world's largest treasure of some kind.
Being if it's the power of friendship, I'm gonna be so bad.
Well, I was thinking physical, like gold, jewels, all that stuff. It would have to be something physical to make it feel worth it.
The key to the world.
The key to the world? Why not?
You know, like something. You're the pirate king, right? So you need to rule over something.
Something.
So that it better not be the power. It better not be the power of friendship. You better not pull me a power of friendship with One Piece. Okay, don't do that to me. I know we're probably coming to the end because I mean if you look at the beginning we're hitting off the notches of how many people he wanted on his crew, how many places, warlords we wanted to get down to the nitty gritty. If they make him fight Shanks, I'm going to be upset.
What's he up to? 9 people?
I think
for his crew.
Yeah, didn't he say 10? Is the number he wanted? I don't remember the original number he said he wanted.
I don't remember the number he said, but I know he said that he wanted one person for each of a very specific position.
Yeah, he already got the musician, and he
got the navigator. He's got the musician. He's got the swordsman, the cook, the medic,
sharpshooter,
and the ship caretaker.
Isn't that the medic? No, that's Frankie.
Yeah, and then he's got the samurai, or not samurai, the sumo wrestler looking shark man. I don't remember what role he plays.
That's what I was thinking. I want to say Jumbo, but I don't think that's his name.
I don't remember either.
But I know who you're talking about. The fish man.
Jinbei. Is that right?
Yeah, but I don't know who Jinbei's supposed to be. He's a fish man.
He's a fish man. That's all I know. But I don't remember what position he fills in the role.
Yeah, we need to look.
It's on the list on the wiki. We can look it up later.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was like 9 or 10. So he's almost got his full crew that he wanted when he first started out in the very beginning.
And we're still waiting on Vivi to basically join in because she's an unofficial semi-member.
Yeah.
She and the duck.
She's a princess, so she might just remain an unofficial member.
Yeah.
So,
but that's what everybody wants, is for Vivi and the Duck to finally just join in
she
and
can stay
go full.
She can stay as an honorary member and come in every now and then. You gotta.
She has come in periodically, but it's
you got a kingdom to run. Focus on that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But I ain't got nothing against them. Don't think I'm gonna.
Then there's the entire fleet that he.
No, he should have showed up and showed out. I don't understand why. They like you.
These are angry squiggles, by the way.
You're pooping on our man's here. Like, you really did. You just defecating all over him, because what is like the disrespect? He's just disrespected left, right, and center. He's disrespected from his own teammates. He's disrespected from everybody. He did that third Hokage. I don't know if anyone else was sad that he died. I was not.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
Yeah, because I was not upset. I don't know who was.
Initially, when I first watched the series, I was like, oh, sad. But then at the same time, I watched it when it was first airing. Did not know what we know now.
Yeah.
And then all the stuff about the third Hokage comes to light, and we find out that his entire run as the Hokage has been marred with mistakes and bad choices and
not taking accountability for none of it.
All of it.
He's letting other people take the fall for it.
I mean, even at this point, Orochimaru's even on Naruto's side.
Yeah.
Orochimaru, he had all three of the legendary Sannin in his corner, and only one of them is dead, and that's his godfather.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just wild. The sheer number of connections that Naruto has going for him, familial and extended family, friendships like no tomorrow.
People that I done knocked through walls, but we cool now. Several times.
I think that's why the show was as good and successful as it was, because we got to see what happens when a character who should have never even remotely, given his situation, been in such a positive outlook on life kind of person, become the very opposite of what everyone probably should have expected to happen.
Yeah, like a villain. He should, you know what I'm saying? Like, but and I get the whole power of friendship and everything, and I get the whole, it shows, even though you're in a shitty situation,
somehow you can still make the best of it.
You can make the best of it. However, my viewpoint is, if nature intended for me to be in that shitty situation and I got myself out of it, yes. But you purposely put me in that situation when I didn't have to be? That's where I got a problem with.
Yeah.
That's where I got a problem with.
Well, the whole thing of it is the nine-tailed fox only showed up because Kushina, his mother, was the Jinchuriki before him and gave birth, and the seal was broken because she gave birth. That's the only reason he showed up and was released. So his being there on the battlefield was purely because his mom was like, I don't want to leave you to go and take care of this by yourself. I'm still a ninja in my own right. I'm going to go help. Dragging a newborn baby, but...
No, we didn't say they were responsible parents.
They were half responsible, but not in that case.
Yeah, we didn't say they were responsible. I'm not saying they're responsible, put it that way.
Well, they were brand new parents. They had a lot to learn and never got that opportunity.
And they didn't get it. Exactly. They didn't get a chance. But, I just feel like he should have been a villain purely based on the grief that they gave him in that show.
And the entire run of his life.
The entire run of his life. How many times did this man save y'all's village and y'all still just shunned him? Like I said, y'all had to have some type of blinders on or something, because he saved y'all, and then one told him he failed the test or whatever, he had to retake it or something.
Yeah.
I just saved the
Yeah, okay, that was messed up for sure.
Whatever. So now he has to do this again. And then y'all are kind of coming around, but not really. Y'all still kind of iffy with him and everything. And so then he saves the village again. And then you got Sasuke over here, just a hater. Oh, Naruto, I'm better than you, blah, 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 blah. No, the frick you're not. Because, yeah, your brother killed y'all entire village on orders of the Hokage, but we don't know that yet. He kills the entire village. What actually happened to you, though?
By my count, I think Naruto has at least, quite literally, a dozen different points in the series where he has saved the village from utter demise. At least a dozen.
He made the connections with people like the leader of the Sand One.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, Nagato is also part of the Uzumaki clan. So Pain, part of the Uzumaki clan, and then Karin, the one who followed along with Sasuke there in Shippuden, also part of the Uzumaki clan, which might explain why he hated her, because she's an Uzumaki.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure she knew that, but the red hair is the dead giveaway for the Uzumaki clan, and the only reason he had blonde was purely because his dad was blonde, and I guess that won out because receding DNA.
Yeah.
But like the Uzumaki clan's claim to fame is their vibrant, fiery red hair to go along with their personalities.
Yeah.
So
the mom, a few times that they showed the mom, I was like, I would have liked to see more of this character, but
they actually did do one. I think there was an official episode that was like a gag episode of what would happen if he had been a redhead. It wouldn't have looked good.
It wouldn't have.
No. Oh. And it's probably just due to being familiar with the character as he was designed.
Yeah.
But like they designed him with his hair kind of down instead of being that shaggy mess.
They should have kept the shaggy mess just change the color.
Because the shaggy mess was all because he didn't shower or bathe often enough. So it was literally just a matted mess.
That is disgusting. But
that is disgusting.
He lived in squalor.
He did squalor.
That's the word. I'll get English right eventually.
I won't.
But that's my take on it. Take what you want, take how you want it. But it's just, you had so many instances where you had so many people crapping on this man for no reason. For no reason. That's why this goes with hate is learned, because half these little snot-nosed rats only treated him bad because of their parents.
And then the other half looked up to him like there's no tomorrow. Yeah,
so it's like, y'all just lucky that he had a kind heart. Because the few times that he got angry and those features of that fox was coming out,
he was scary.
If he was on Sasuke's time, that little angsty rat that he was in. Don't get me wrong, I did like Sasuke, don't get me wrong. But
yeah, don't add us on that one because we're both Sasuke fans. To a degree.
To a degree, because he'd do too much. We all know this. But if he was on his time, that fox would have been out by the age of 6. Like the next
minimum.
Year. That fox would have been out and about. And destroying everything. Like they could have done. I wish I would have seen, one, if he was the villain, but 2, how would it have been if the village wasn't just all buttholes to this person, right? Like you had the one episode, and I'll never forget it, and I always bring it up when I'm talking about it, is the episode where Sakura says, Naruto, you won't understand Sasuke. You, ma'am, have 2 parents. Yeah, they're not ninjas, but you have 2 parents.
And you live a happy, comfortable life.
Yeah.
Sasuke and Naruto understand each other far better than you ever did. I like Sakura. I am not a Sakura hater. I was really, really excited to see her just do the damn thing when she beat a member of the Akatsuki and Shippuden. That was a hell of a battle.
I didn't like her.
She did the damn thing on a few occasions.
I still don't like her. But my thing is like,
well, I'm a big Kate Higgins fan, so.
Is that the actress?
Yes.
I don't care. I'm not talking about the voice actors. I'm talking about the character as a person. I can't stand her character because I feel like there could have been a lot more growth for her, and she just wasn't given. She could have had a
lot more growth.
You didn't give her nothing, but.
And then every time she did make growth, then she took 2 steps backwards later. But then
she regressed.
But then she stepped forward again. Once she decided to become a medical ninja, she stepped forward and stayed stepped forward for the most part.
I found out the reason why she was like that, and I probably would have liked her more, is the creator wanted her and Sasuke to be together so much. So it didn't matter what was going on. She would just be a simp for Sasuke forever. And I'm like, but there would have been a ways to do it to where she could have still had better character growth and a more likable character for people, because
which was important.
Yeah, my problem is she wrote him so hard. She wrote this man too hard, and he didn't give a crap about her.
Nope.
Like they could have at least if you wanted them to be together, which they ended up being together anyway. You could have at least made it to a point where Sasuke actually gave an F about the girl.
Yeah, it would have helped.
It would have helped somewhere, but it was always just. You took the Sundara aspect, if that's what you want to call him, with her too far. Like at least with some Sundaras that we see that they actually like the person.
Warm up a little bit over time.
Somewhere. Like they still have those tendencies with certain things, but you see the warm up somewhere. For him, I never saw it with her. They just kind of just end up together.
There were several times she was straight up ready to just be killed by him. I'm like, that's not healthy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I get that. If the creator wanted them to be together, why kill off her character? You literally killed this character. You killed this character because any growth, any type of anything, you could still made her like him, but make him also be type of, I'm about to lose her, and like at least work toward, like, even though those type of characters get on my nerves too, because like, why are you just now, I'm about to lose this person, let me get my act together. I don't like those characters either, but at least in this aspect, something, it was always, she was just chasing after him. Like, are you projecting? Like, is that my thing? Like, is he projecting? Because I never saw Sasuke really give a crap about Sakura at all. It was always her chasing after him. Even the blonde, when her rival at first, gave up that shit.
Well, yeah, because she met Sai and fell in love.
Yeah, like...
And they actually just turned into a really good, solid relationship somehow. Yeah,
we didn't see that at all. At least I didn't see that at all with those two. Did you?
No.
Did I just miss it?
Not really, no. Because, like, she was just like love at first sight for Sai once she saw him.
I'm talking about the blonde too. I'm talking about Sasuke.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Sasuke and Sakura.
Okay, you're still on Sasuke and Sakura.
Yeah.
Well.
Did you see it? Because I didn't.
In teeny tiny little spurts, but teeny tiny little spurts is something that so many fans are going to sit there and grab hold of like there's no tomorrow. I'm like, that's not enough.
No.
I can't connect with that. That's not enough. You need to build something much more emotionally binding.
I mean, because
it's just not there with that.
It's also the one where the episode where it almost seemed like she was starting to like Naruto, and I was like, you better not, because you.
Oh, that was a front. She was trying to convince herself entirely to finally break off her love for Sasuke, but she just...
I knew, but I was like, she better pick someone else to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you better not.
Yeah, especially since Hinata was down bad.
Well, my thing is...
But down bad in all the best ways.
But you saw the relationship. That's why when they finally got together, there was no like, oh, like, people was excited about it because, like, you saw it. You saw the growth. And you saw when finally Naruto started riding Sakura and saw like, oh... Hi, Hinata. And then you saw their...
But you also saw that Hinata made so much growth because she went from being a scared little girl who was very weak and just couldn't do it to just, after the Chunin exams, deciding, I'm going to get tough because I want to get to being that person.
Because one, I want to be on his level.
Yep.
I don't want to basically hold him back.
Yep.
And so I think that, to me, I feel like is when
major character growth.
And when Naruto, I think kind of was like, damn. Like, I was kind of like him.
It was the pain battle when she stepped in and she finally just said to him, I love you. I have always loved you. And I am telling you this because I don't want to lose you.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh my Lord.
Like, oh, I thought you were just like a really dear friend, but then
it came to click.
Yeah, it was like, oh, I'm starting to really think about, but you saw their interactions start to change a little bit more.
And we get to see even bits of their past, like when they first met on a snowy day.
Yeah.
I still remember that episode. It was just a one-off filler episode, but it gave us backstory into when Hinata fell in love with him. It was literally for her, love at first sight, because he was nice to her.
Mm-hmm.
He helped her with something. I don't remember what it was. Helped her get back or something from being lost.
Yeah, and she was doing something with her family. And I don't know if she wandered off or something and he got her back.
Yeah.
But
it was just a beautiful thing to see. But it never turned into a disturbing obsession. Like, her infatuation persisted.
But I'm going to focus on me and my growth.
Yes.
Whereas Sakura, wow, I'm combining their names.
Sakura, why not?
Might as well. Sakura, it was just, you. And he's just like, girl, I'm over here trying to get tough. Like, do something with your life. And then she's just like, oh, you. And then he's just like, fuck off. Right? So I'm with him too. Fuck off.
And then, of course, their whole thing of finally getting together is because Sasuke realized he was the only Uchiha left. He's like, well, I'm going to need to expand my clan, I guess.
Like, it's literally, and it was like, dude, you pissed off a lot of people in that village, so... And
it was only by the graces of Naruto...
that you were still accepted back in said village.
Yeah.
So...
Of course, it was by the graces of Naruto that Orochimaru was accepted back in the village and became a scientist who worked where...
Stop experimenting.
Where he did. So Naruto knew about some of these unethical experiments as the Hokage, and it's like, I don't like it, but I'm also not going to completely stop this as long as you don't do anything
too far.
I will overlook your decisions.
Yeah, like I know you creepy. You got to get your fix some way, so I'm gonna let some of this slide.
It was a middle ground that I'm not a big fan of, but at the same time, at least they found a middle ground, because far too often there's this need to go just to black and white, and then there's no middle ground. But you gotta find the middle ground.
Yeah, especially with him. It's kind of like with another character I can't think of right now from a different show, but I feel like Sasuke settled for Sakura because she still was freaking simping for him.
Oh, he settled. But he didn't want to find anybody. Like, I think his choices were between Sakura
or nobody.
And he's like, I'm not about to choose that one. She's absolutely nuts.
I'm not doing that.
I'll choose the one that's at least sweet.
And she's been obsessed with me forever.
Yeah.
So might as well. Like, I think that's my issue, is like, I didn't see the relationship really to build up, which I could say that it's realistic because that's some people's relationships now in life. So, like, it's realistic, but I feel like if she just got a little bit more growth, if we'd have learned a little bit more development with her.
Growth. A lot of her development happened in the 3 years off screen during the time skip.
Yeah, like if I feel like we just saw that maybe nice. my views on her would be a little different.
I still like her as a character. I'm sorry. She just didn't get on my nerves the same way others did, and I know a lot of that has to do with the voice actor being someone I just really like and respect.
If the voice actor wasn't whiny, I think that's helped. I think if the voice actor would have been
the damn job the way she
what I'm saying is because she wasn't whiny.
Oh, because I thought you said she was whiny. No, she wasn't whiny. She did a good job.
No, because she was not one of those whiny voice actors.
Yes.
That's why it's like I can still say if
she was tolerable.
Yes, like her voice made her tolerable, but I still don't like the character because the growth was not there. She was stifled. She was robbed of actual real character growth.
Yeah.
For me, I should say. If she was one of those voice actors, if the voice actor was one of those whiny ones, no.
Yeah, no. That would have been non-salvageable. But I think Kate saw the writing on the wall from day one as like, okay, I can see where this character is going. Let me go in the opposite direction so that we meet in the middle. Let me take this character I'm going to use a strong voice for this character, but still a child's voice, but a strong voice for this character so that it's not too much. And so we can meet somewhere in a happy middle because this character is going to get on everybody's nerves. And I'm sure the voice director did play a role in that. It's like, all right, here's what you're doing with this character. And here's what I don't want you to do with this character, because if you do, this show probably won't last. It's like, there was some forethought in there somewhere.
It had to be, because I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it in any videos we've done. I can't stand whiny female characters. I can't stand I don't like simpy characters to begin with.
No.
Man or female.
Yeah.
So, yes, I said it right. Man or female. So, that's my biggest take on Sakura, is because, like, I needed some type of growth from you, and I didn't get it. You were very stifled. It's not the character, it's the writer, creator's fault for that.
Yeah.
So it's like I just didn't see enough of her growth. Yeah, she cut her hair, and that's supposed to be my new me.
It's supposed to be like the growing point in a lot of
because her hair was her thing, right? And so by her cutting it off, I'm like, okay, maybe we're gonna get.
And then she kind of reverted back, but not wholly. She wasn't as much of a weakling as she was going into the Forest of Death.
Yeah, like you were just being dragged along by Sasuke and Naruto.
The only thing she had going for her was her ability to control chakra supremely well and her brains. Yeah. But she didn't utilize either of them to the fullest of their potential.
And I really wish they would have done that.
Then she gets to Shippuden, and she's literally just with a fist and destroying the entire landscape all around her. And like, damn.
If only you did that a little sooner, but I still don't like you. Because...
And she learned all of that from the Fifth Hokage, because that's who wound up being her mentor.
The doctor lady?
Yeah, when they split up to go their separate ways for 3 years.
Yeah.
Big deal. I was very much for that kind of growth. Good character development in that regard.
Yeah.
Just not enough.
Everyone's like, oh, she got better. To me, she's still the weakest link in the group.
Yeah.
Purely mentally.
Considering her
friends in the group.
Considering her friends in the group, physically speaking, she was still the weakest.
She held her own.
Stronger than most, though, even within the Rookie 9, all the same.
Yeah, I would say I will give this, despite how I feel about that character, when you're in a group with Naruto and Sasuke, she held her own. She kept up with him,
and I think she
so.
managed to scare both of them pretty good on a few occasions.
And that's
with
only
her
because
pure anger. So
yeah, so like if only she'd have kept that anger, maybe Sasuke would have noticed her a little bit more.
Yeah, okay. It would have helped.
It would have done something.
At least if she had focused her anger and said, "I'm not having this. You're going to pay attention to me, and you're going to recognize my existence at some point."
Something instead of just being a punching bag for the dude.
Yeah,
that was my main. That was a
bad one. Yeah,
yeah.
Because there were a few cases he damn near killed her, and that's not okay.
Yeah, it was giving very Joker and Harley Quinn vibes.
Oh, very bad.
So yeah, we literally jumped on the Sasuke and
we did, but we still got the point across of what we were trying to talk about, which is that Naruto very much should have been a villain at some point, given everything he went through. Didn't do it. Went the direct opposite direction. Became the savior of all. Is apparently the reincarnation of a god.
I mean, he was given, but,
Yeah, apparently Sasuke may also be the reincarnation of a god, so I don't know. The show got weird. It got into aliens and gods at a certain point that just...
Why are we doing that?
It took it to places that I think that's why I didn't connect with Boruto too much, because they went way out of left field.
I don't talk about Boruto. Boruto is stupid to me. I'm sorry for anyone who likes Boruto. It's just I couldn't get into Boruto.
I'm not kidding when I say that I gave it about 100 episodes with the hope that it would get good, and it never got good.
I didn't give it one episode. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't get into the fact that it felt like everything was filler. Everything felt like filler. Nothing felt like it was making meaningful growth for these characters at any point in time. Then by the time they finally got to meaningful growth, we're over 200 or 300 episodes in. And I'm like, I'm not watching that.
Mm-hmm.
I gave you more than a fair share number of episodes to get good, and you never did. So, bye.
Yeah, but that's my take. Take it how you will. I personally think there was a lot of potential for him to be the villain, and he just didn't take those opportunities. And the Hidden Leaf Village, that just should be called the Leaf Village because nothing's hidden about you, should be grateful for that. Bye.
Later. That was a mess.